It's Ryan Long from Team SVS, and we're doing an Amazonas deck profile. So I'm going to start off with the monsters. I play 3 Giant Rat. It's like the floater of the deck. You can utilize Creature Swap with it, and it just searches out a few of your Amazons and also itself. It can fuel Pot of Avarice if you open Avarice. And I play 3 Amazonas Trainee. This card is like, it's okay. If it destroys a monster by battle, it sends it to the bottom of the deck and it gains 200 attack, but it's just 1500 attack. And I play it pretty much just because there's not that many other better Amazons to play. Play 3 Amazonas Paladin. This is just your beater of the deck. It's 1700 attack and it gains 100 for each Amazonas on the field, and it counts itself, so it comes out at 18. I play 2 Amazonas Sage. When it attacks, you select a back row and then you destroy it at the end of damage step. It's 14, so it gets underneath Bottomless, and it's just another Amazonas. And then I play Amazonas Tiger. It's probably the worst one. I only play it just because there's like no other Amazon cards to play, so I just have to play this. And Chainmaster is probably the best Amazonas card of all of them. So when it's destroyed by battle, you pay 1500, you look at your opponent's hand, you grab a monster out of it, and you put it in your hand. So when you're playing against water or anything, you take your Megalo, you take the Undying, you take all the like good cards out of people's hand. You gotta use it in your hand too, so you can normal summon it, do whatever you want with it. You can take Gores, anything. And the boss monster playing the deck is Grand Mole. It answers like all the problems that the deck has trouble with. It has trouble with Zen main, stuff like that, so Grand Mole is just your answer to it. And it's searchable by Giant Rat, so it's really good. As for the spells, I play 3 Amazonas Village. This is like the heart and soul of the deck. It makes all your Amazons floaters. Whenever one's destroyed and sent to the graveyard, you get special summon another one with equal level or lower from your deck. And it doesn't have to be destroyed just on your side of the field, so you can play cards like Creature Swap, and when you destroy your Amazon on their side of the field and it goes to your graveyard, you get the village effect. So this is basically what runs the whole deck, is this little 5-card thing. And the Creature Swaps are also good when you have Giant Rats or just any of your little Amazons. You just give them the Amazon to them, and you take their good monster and you run it over. Play 2 Duality just to help with consistency. I didn't want to play Terraforming just because even though Village is the heart and soul of the deck, the deck's really inconsistent, and it's hard to draw like cards that are useful, so you don't want to draw more dead cards like Terraforming. Play 1 Pot of Avarice. I love and hate this card. It's really good late game, but I always seem to open it first turn, and the game's usually over before I get to even use it. So, Book of Moon. It's just a really good card overall. Dark Hole and Reborn. I don't play Heavy Storm just because I play so much back row. As for the traps, play 2 Torrential Tribute. This card's amazing in this deck just because with Village on board, all your Amazons become floaters, so you can Torrential your own monster, and then you get another one right from the deck. So it's just a really good card. Play 2 Bottomless. It's pretty good this format against Abyssalin and everything when it comes in against Sphere, and it just hits almost a lot of really good cards right now. Play 2 Compulse. It answers Zen mains, any Exceeds, any Synchros, and you can dodge Bottomlesses and things with it and save your own monsters. 2 Deep Prison, again, just generic removal. 2 Mirror Force. I like this in this deck just because 2 Mirror Force is needed. This deck has a hard time getting around big monsters. Like, I mean, all your monsters are like 17 to 2,000 floaters, and if you can get rid of their big monsters and just push with the little guys, you'll get in there for good damage. I play 2 Starlight Road just because I love going super aggressive with this deck, and you can run into Torrentials, you can Starlight Road. Even if they warning it, you're most likely going to have a village, and you'll be able to get out another Amazon anyways. So Starlight Road is just a win more card. And I play 2 Solemn Warning and Solemn Judgment just for negation. As for the side deck, play 3 Thunder King Ryo. I play 3 just because game 2 and 3 you need a really good normal summon card like that has like negation built in within it, and Thunder King has that, and it stops Exceeds, things like that. And it's just game 2 and 3 you can't be summoning normal little dinky Amazons and expect them to do work, so you gotta have a really good card like Thunder King. Play 2 Maxi just for windups, and I said this in against Mermels as well just because I like it against that matchup. And you don't play Gores or anything though, so it doesn't really draw you into anything. You just have to hope to survive and use your things that you drew for the next turn. 2 Cyber Dragon for any type of anti-meta, Machina, Gurgia, anything like that. I side deck the Heavy Storm when I'm going second. It'll catch some people off guard and it just comes in handy. 3 MST for game 2, people side in macros and everything. Village doesn't work underneath macros, so you need to stop that. So 2 Gozen Match for windups and 2 Fiendish Chain for Insectors, or Dino Rabbit when you're going second. As for the extra deck, play 1 Chimera Tech for the 2 Cyber Dragons in the side, 2 Stardust for the 2 Starlight Roads. I play 1 Black Rose as my only other Synchro monster, just because the most like generically used tuner right now is Gen X Controller, and all my things are like level 4, so I figure that if I'm ever going to need any synchro, it'll probably be Black Rose to clear the board. So that's why I play that one enough. Play one Steel Sworn Roach, it comes in handy. All your things are level 4, so I play a lot of rank 4s. Utopia Ray for the Utopia, Black Ship of Corn, My Stroke, Abyss Dweller, Cowboy. This card's really good. You can just like, it's so sacky. You can just go for game, just throw in defense mode after you attack with the two monsters. Shockmaster. This card can win you games. Photon Popularity, Gem Knight Pearl, Utopia, and there's my one rank 3 I play Zen mains just because it's overall, like, it answers almost everything. And I used to have a temp tempo in here, but I need a room, so I took that out. And that's the deck profile of Amazonas.